For the amateur
This
pre-Saint-Georges
rider rode her horse
Championships,
very forward on the outside
Schando
before
and
she
Krista
came in.
Nordgren from Maine.
Now I'm looking at the monitor, and then I'm also looking at the arena. That halt looks square from C and M, but not from the side at E. So it's interesting to note that judges' scores may vary according to where they're sitting because they see from a different angle different things. This is a very expressive trot extension, and she rode it letter to letter. Very well done. Showed a lot of lengthening of frame and stride and a lot of elasticity. Good impulsion in the shoulder in and maintaining a constancy in the angle and bend. Second half of the volte, a little bigger than the first half. The circles aren't easy to make, the voltes. The symmetry of the size and the roundness is important, as well as maintaining balance on the circle. Extended trot, just like the medium trot, is very expressive. Horse showing good balance and over track. And she also showed good transitions. The judges are looking for this symmetry. Is the horse as supple to the right as he is to the left? He could be a little steadier in the bridle here, but she's again maintaining good impulsion. Now she noticed that she had not made the size of the circle quite right when she went to the left, so she corrected it now when she went to the right. And again, very forwardly ridden. And the half pass, good self-carriage. Could have had a little bit more bend. The other thing that the judges want to see in the pirouette is that the horse has a forward tendency as he's doing it. That could have had a little more forward tendency. He didn't stick, but it could have had more forward tendency. The second pirouette, he stepped out with his left hind leg on the second step, but then she corrected it and improved as she progressed. He did keep a clear walk during the pirouette. And now, when you look at his extended walk, if you look at the right hind and right fore, you can see the clear V that he makes. And that shows the accurate 4-beat walk that the horse is supposed to have. And this is a very well demonstrated extended walk. He's stretching from the base of the neck to the pole and from the hindquarters and lengthening his frame and stride. Elegant canter transition. And she rides him well forward through the short side to prepare for the half pass. Looking for self-carriage. And here we could have a little more self-carriage. He's bearing down a little bit on the left rein. So we'd like to see this be more uphill. And after the flying change, she was able to regain more tendency to be uphill for the right half pass. Collecting before the pirouette. Could have had more bend there. She had the correct number of strides, but could have had more bend and self-carriage. And the pirouette and the canter is the most difficult of the movements in the canter. That's why it is a double coefficient. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're allowed to do 3 to 4 strides. That could have been a little tighter or smaller in the pirouette for a higher score. Fluent change at C. Middle change is right at X. And there, the last two changes started to be a problem because he started to get lower and quicker, and the quality of the canter changed. They need to maintain an uphill tendency throughout. Very nice threes, and she was correct in her count. He maintained a more uphill tendency. This is the utmost ground cover, the extended canter. It started very well, and it would have had a higher score. She had maintained the same quality of the uphill carriage in the canter. And again, it's important to halt on the diagonal, not once you're parallel to the rail. That was a lovely test, very elegant, beautifully ridden. Wonderful partnership.
Krista Nordgren from Maine and Schando now completing. That's our second of 14
Krista was
rides
very happy with her ride here the first day. It's just exciting to be here, and she's done a wonderful job riding in this show. Very elegant pair.
Our next combination is going to be 605, Dressed to Thrill. It's a 10-year-old Hanoverian mare by De Niro, out of Rosa Canina by Rubenstein, owned and ridden by Tina Camino West.
A lot of these horses have never competed in a show in an indoor facility. I've been impressed throughout the weekend watching the horses go to see how few horses really have had problems in here. But the other additional factor for the horse compared to outside showing is they're not surrounded by all this
Tina coming from Cordova,
activity
Tennessee also.
and all these different tiers of seats. There's a lot of movement going on. There are cameras. Everything's more closed in. I've seen
Score up on the board there for
riding,
Schando and Krista Nordgren.
even with this problem.
At E 66.053, C 66.316, M 66.316, giving them a total of 66.228, and that is a verified score.